I guess the real question is, will the bomb go off? I guess we're gonna find out in due time, won't we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of relations, I am Beast Maker Firm Passenger on the Tua train, and what's frustrating about this loss is that it was mostly well coached by Mike McDaniel. We needed to see the changeup. We did see it. The running game was featured and featured fairly well. Ollie Gordon was running hard and had some good runs. Props for the first tutty of his career. Hope there's many more in a Dolphin uniform. Devon Achane, when he got the ball, was as dynamic as he's always been. That was fun to see. Tyreek and Jalen both scored tutties, and Tua was very efficient in getting him the ball, and eluding pressure and making largely good decisions. Yes, he had to eat some downs. That was frustrating, some of them on third downs. I wish they would have taken more shots down the field aside from the one by Tyreek, which wasn't really Tua's fault, honestly. He got the ball where he needed to. It just went through Tyreek's hands. Kind of frustrating. I kind of wish they would have taken a couple more deep shots just to make Buffalo honest on defense. Still, this game is going to come down to two plays, or at least this game will be remembered for two plays. It'll be remembered for, of course, the Zach Sealer roughing the kicker, and it was roughing the kicker. It's just frustrating that it happened. Sealer did his best to try to block the kick. It's just wrong place, wrong time. Otherwise, okay, we'll have the ball down to the 3, but at least we're going to have the ball, and it's 21 all. And with the way the offense was moving at points during the game up until that point, okay, you take that. They had really good touchdown drives whenever they scored them. The first drive, magnificent. The drive to end the half couldn't have been any better. The game-tying tutty to Tyreek, also brilliant stuff. There was some third and longs they had to convert along the way for some of those drives. They had the fourth down they had to convert later on to Waddle. Like, they were efficient and productive. Mike McDaniel did well here. It's just one terrible decision by Tua. And I get the idea, quick pass, get it to Waddle. Understood. I get the idea. The problem is he didn't see him because of the Walker pressure and Walker getting his hands up and leaping in front of him, blocking his vision. And then Bernard swooped in because Tua had his eyes locked on the Waddle the entire time. It's just frustrating because a second read takes away Bernard and extends the play like you've actually did for a lot of the evening. It's just the one time he chose not to. And there we are. It's just really frustrating to see it. Even the defense, which I have to give some credit to, yes, 31 points were scored. It's just how they were scored. And it wasn't as easy at points. Buffalo's touchdown drives, they made plays. I mean, one of those Josh Allen tutties, what are you going to really do? I mean, heads you lose, tails you lose. But the defense played actually much better than expected and much better than what they did at points in the first two games of the year. They got pressure on Allen when needed. They got third down stops. We actually saw 3 and outs. We saw 3 and outs for once. We're still waiting on turnovers, which would be nice to get. And question, why wasn't that ball live on the kneel down at the end of the first half? Because Josh Allen, when he had the ball in his hands, he was down on the ground. That ball was live. I don't know why we just ran off with it and took it and kept it moving. He fumbled the ball. That should have been allowed to continue. Also, the cheap shot was allowed by Dalton Kincaid and then not allowed by Brooks, which wasn't necessarily cheap. It was just Brooks didn't let up at the very end of that play. Kind of wild, kind of spotty, kind of sus. Still, again, this comes down to the Sealer play. This comes down to the Tua and and both could have been avoided, to be honest. It's just frustrating that Miami played relatively well, and we still find a way to lose by 10. You can't give a really good team like Buffalo more chances than they already have. You can't do that. Got to figure it out for week 4. Back in black with the Jets. Got to figure it out in 10 days. All aboard. Whoop, whoop. Fins up.